Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleni. I'm a first year dental student and today I wanted to do a study with me vlog. I did a video a couple weeks ago showing you guys how I studied and I felt like it was a little bit all over the place, so I want to do another video again, make it a little bit more concise and show you guys what I do to study. And I also only have 2 weeks left of school, so I figured this will be the last video of me showing you guys how I study because I'll be off from school for a little bit. So I wanted to film this before I ended the school year. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I do before I get into my studying is I take my passion planner and I will sit down with the schedule in front of me on my computer and I'll just write everything into my planner. That way I know what's coming up, what lectures I have to do when the exam is, and that's a really good first step before you start studying. So I'm gonna go to my desk and let's get into it. Okay guys, so I have my passion planner out and I have my schedule up on my laptop, and I like to use the Papermate pens. These pens are awesome. I love these ones so much. So this is what I'm gonna use to write out my schedule onto my passion planner. Okay guys, so I wrote in all my lectures for this week. So basically what I do is just write like the name of the class and then I'll write in the lectures, and then I put a little box so that once I watch the lecture I can just check it off, and then we'll have a Zoom review the day before the exam, and then on Thursday is the exam and we have all of our exams at 12. Okay, so now that I have written in my planner all the lectures that I need to do, I'm going to watch the lectures on my laptop, and so I will bring up the video of the lecture recording on Canvas, which is the site that we use, and then I will also download the lecture slides and I'll have that also up on my computer, and then I will watch the lecture and then take my notes on the PowerPoint, so type out my notes. And the reason why I like to type my notes is because sometimes the professors just talk so fast that it's hard to, if you're like handwriting notes during lecture, it's hard to keep up when you're writing. So that's why I like to type my notes during lecture, and that makes it so much easier to type everything that the professor might be saying. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to watch the lectures and then type my notes onto the PowerPoint.
We just basically look at the anatomy that we just talked about. The trachea, the bronchi, going down into the bronchioles, the alveolar sac, and the alveoli, the vascular system that we just looked at that picture. And the main...
Okay guys, so I finished watching the majority of the lectures. So now I'm gonna write my notes with my iPad. And basically when I'm taking my notes on my iPad, what I'm doing is I'm just writing like a summary of what is in the lecture, and while I'm writing I want to make sure that I'm like paying attention to what I'm writing, so I'm learning as I'm writing down and taking these notes, because if I'm just writing just to write, then I'm not going to learn anything, and by the time I finish the notes I'm like, okay, what did I just learn? So the important thing that I try to remember when I'm taking my notes is to always pay attention to what I'm writing and make sure that I understand what's going on. And I think that's the most important thing to taking my notes. And so I think I'm going to start out with the physiology lectures of this section, because I feel like the physiology is a little bit more intensive. It has a little bit more information than the other lectures, and it's a little bit more difficult to understand. So I like to start with the physiology lectures, and that will give me the most time. Then after that, I will move on to the other lectures. So I'm going to start off by taking notes on the physiology lectures. And also when I'm taking my notes, I'm not going to be writing every single thing down that's on the slides. I make sure that I read over the entire slide, get an understanding of what is going on in the slide, and then I write down what I think is most important in the slide. And I'll typically I like to condense whatever is on the slide. So if there's a sentence on the slide, I'll condense it into fewer words. That way you're not like writing like crazy and you just have like the main points written down on your notes. So I always like to make sure that my notes are condensed and I'm not writing everything down, because that will just take way more time and then you're wasting time if you're writing all these like extra words, and you just want to have the main points written down in your notes. Okay guys, so I have the lecture up and now I have my iPad ready. So I use the app called Notability, and over here you can see I have my pulmonary section. So what I need to do is I'm gonna create a subject, and this will be pulmonary. Okay, so I have my new folder for pulmonary exam 2, and then I'll just hit create new note, and then I'll name the notes the same name as the lecture slides. So this is lecture 2, and it's called Pulmonary Physiology, Gas Exchange and Transport. And then what I like to do is I go to paper and I'll use the grid just to make it all nice and organized. And if you guys want to see more depth into how I actually write my notes, I did do a video, so I'll link that down below so you guys can check it out. Hey guys, it's been a few days. It's now Wednesday, and for the past 2 days I've just been finishing up watching the lectures and I've started my notes, but right now I have a exam review for physiology, and so I'm gonna watch that now. It's probably gonna be around 2 hours because the professor really likes to go in depth into the material. So anytime the professor does a review, or maybe the TAs do a review, I always like to attend those because they're gonna talk about what they think is most important for the exam. And of course, if the professors are writing the exam, they're gonna give you help on what will be on the exam, typically honing in on the important topics. And also the TAs sometimes will be like, oh, I remember this was from the exam last year, I remember this being important. So it's always a good idea to watch the reviews or attend them. So I'm gonna be attending this review right now that's on Zoom. Hey guys, it's now Thursday, the day of the exam. I spent the morning reviewing everything and going through my notes, and now it's about 15 minutes before the exam. So I'm just downstairs getting ready for the exam. I find my little spot, and I like it down here because no one can disturb me and it's quiet. So yeah, I'm just getting ready for the exam, and I'm gonna start it in about 10 minutes. And I always like to study the morning before the exam. I used to not believe in studying right before the exam, but I think it's so helpful to just refresh my mind and get one last look at everything. So I love that we have our exams now at 12, and that gives me another couple of hours in this morning to study. So I'm gonna get ready for the exam and I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, so I just finished my exam. I think it went pretty well. I talked to my friends already on Zoom and we kind of just went over the questions really quickly. Physio was pretty difficult, but for the most part I thought the exam was pretty easy, so I'm happy. And now I only have one exam left until I'm done with my first year of dental school. So I'm so excited to be so close to the finish line. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end off this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this study with me vlog. It'll probably be the last one for a while since I'll be done with school and I'll be on vacation soon. So that's why I wanted to do this video for you guys and just like show you guys again like how I'm studying during this time of being online. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.